welcome everyone. Today, or tonight rather, we are starting the Art of Chill, Let's Talk About It podcast. I am your host, Chief Yash, and with me are my boys Chris.
What's up, y'all?
And my boy Adrian.
What it do? What it do?
Alright, y'all. So, did y'all pause the music? Or okay. Alright, but yeah,
No.
So let's kick off the conversation. The topic.
No, sir. I'm sorry.
Alright, so the conversation is. Or the
Old
topic.
cartoon.
Yeah, there we go. The topic is old cartoons. Who gonna
Old
start?
cartoons.
Old cartoons.
Alright, so I think we should definitely start with the first cartoon that you remember watching growing up.
The very first cartoon.
And then we can take that and actually, you know what, let's start with that. Fuck it. We'll get into it.
I'll start. So, the very first cartoon I remember watching, I believe, is Looney Tunes.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
Hurry up now.
I was a young lad. No, but yeah, I was pretty young. I think that's like the furthest back my memory goes is Looney Tunes. I would wake up. I believe it was Saturday mornings. Get my bowl of cereal. Looney Tunes would come on.
Wait, kind of cereal.
Oh no!
Frosted Flakes.
I mean, yeah, that was my favorite growing up. So most likely Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, Frosted
Hey, me too.
Frosted Flakes.
Every morning before school, watching the cartoons is Frosted Flakes.
Yeah,
Frosted
I think
Flakes.
I think my favorite segment though was either the Road Runner or Bugs Bunny messing with the hunter.
Yes.
What?
Were they great?
Oh my god! Yes, they were great.
They're more than good. They're great.
No.
Great.
Sorry. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about y'all?
Yeah, Adrian, you want to go?
Well, I remember growing up watching SpongeBob because I'm a 2002 baby.
Yeah.
So I mostly grew up with SpongeBob, and that's as far back as my memory can go for that.
Hey, back in the day, SpongeBob was good though.
Yeah, back then, SpongeBob was it.
It was legit. It was the heat.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
But it was usually SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents, all that, and then I'd switch to Cartoon Network, and sometimes I'd catch anime on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to have anime Toonami Hour, but I would watch in Cartoon Network, Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Dude, Teen Titans was legit, man.
I love that show.
I know I watched a lot of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I watched a lot of Scooby Doo.
I also love that show.
Dude,
Both of those shows.
Yes.
Everything was just popping back in the day.
Yeah, we had shows like Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, I was about to say,
There
let's
was-
not forget Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Everything back then was just good. Like you always had something to watch on TV.
Yeah, the biggest issue back in the day was like you had to switch between SpongeBob and something like Scooby Doo.
Yeah, then sometimes you had to choose
Yeah.
do I want to watch Fairly Odd Parents or do I want to watch Teen Titans?
Yeah, I remember I was switching between SpongeBob and Dragon Ball Z. It was 7 p.m. and you know how that went.
Yeah.
My first show was SpongeBob as well. And
Alright.
I swear one of my favorite episodes was when Squidward tried the Krabby Patty for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And when he tried the Krabby Patty out, like he buried it, pretending like he didn't like any, and then he unburied. He was like, still alive.
Home.
Just like eating dirt and sand and
Sand and
Krabby
everything.
Patty. And
Sand
he's
and
like,
Patty.
I gotta have more. I gotta have more. And he make that face like, hey, dude. Or when he ate all those Krabby Patties at the Patty Bowl.
What am I gonna do? Blow up? No! It'll go to your thighs! And then
my
you'll blow up!
I remember my first Krabby Patty. And, going from there, I'm pretty sure I watched Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball. There's like the tournament arc or something with like Goku versus Tien or Goku versus Piccolo Jr. and all that.
Yeah.
And then, I started watching Dragon Ball Z after that, and obviously anime wise, but like old cartoon wise, Ren and Stimpy, Cat Dog. You remember that show Cat Scratch?
Yes, of course. Cat Scratch was great.
I watched that show. That was a really good show.
Cow and Chicken.
Cow and Chicken, heck yeah.
The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Dude,
The Misadventures of Flapjack.
Ed and Eddie, that was it.
Of course.
Chowder.
No. Ed, speaking of Ed and Eddie, Adrian and I watched the Big Picture show. Came over. I had that recorded on the like the cable box.
We had our own pizza boxes. We would sit in front of the
Yeah.
TV, the cable box.
Y'all had a pizza to yourselves?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Man. That's great. That is good.
Dude. Oh my god. It was... I want to watch that again because that was like one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah, Big Picture show is goated.
Is like a goated movie. My favorite episode of Ed and Eddie was when Ed got grounded, and that one when they're trying to bust him out, and freaking Eddie's like, "What happened to the stairs?" And then Ed's like, "My parents took them down because I am grounded." And then you see Double D's saying, "That's disturbing."
I took the stairs down because you're grounded? Oh man. That was a great episode.
It really was a great episode. Or that one episode when when the Eds borrow Rolf's shed because Ed moves out of his house. And then it becomes too much for Rolf. He's like, the burden of hospitality is too great for Rolf. Everyone's like looking in the direction of that shout, and they like Kevin, for example, he's like riding his bike and he's like looking into the distance. And he freaking crashes into a tree.
Yeah.
Nah, the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Billy, yes, Billy and Mandy. That was a good show.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh yes.
Oh my god,
bruh, that was the freaking. That was the show I used to love coming home from school and watching right away, cause it was usually on TV around that time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Justice League.
Justice League.
I
for Imaginary Friends.
Of course.
Yeah,
of
dude.
course.
No. When I was like 5, I remember my number one favorite show was the Powerpuff Girls at that time.
Oh yeah, I love Powerpuff Girls.
Like it was. I really liked the dynamic. I liked the show. I liked the low-key adult jokes. Like with that little... Yeah.
And then there was a show that had female leads that didn't feel like it was overdoing it. Like it was just good. It was a good show.
It didn't need a male role to succeed in a TV series.
Exactly. It was a really good show.
Yeah, it was... I liked the reoccurring villains. I liked Mojo Jojo.
I think the villains that probably had the most impact, at least for me, in the Powerpuff Girls, is probably him. No, definitely him. And then I think the Rowdy Rough Boys.
You know what? I was about to reference them, but I forgot their name.
I love the Rowdy Rough Boys. They were cool.
I don't hate me on this now, but I don't remember ever watching Powerpuff Girls.
What?
Anymore, sir. You have overstayed your welcome.
Okay, my bad.
You shall not pass. Get out. No, just kidding. Okay.
No, that's not good though. It's just something we gotta put you on eventually.
Exactly, dude. We gotta put that on the list, dude.
We're going. Yeah, exactly. Put it on the list. We're gonna sit you down.
I have to rewrite it, by the way, because my list. Yeah, we have a list. Well, we had a list, but it got deleted somehow.
Yeah,
so I have to rewrite the entire list of like every cartoon we've ever wrote down.
Let's just put it on Drive this time. That way we'll all have it. We won't lose it.
That's true.
I want to rewatch all the Teen Titans.
That was on the list.
Oh, say less.
But we need to go back to really, really, really old cartoons. Have you ever heard of a series called Mighty Mouse?
I think so.
Yeah, I have heard of that one. I don't think I seen it.
He was like, Mighty Mouse is basically Superman but a mouse. he was basically Superman but a mouse. He was buff as hell. He basically had on Superman's clothes, right? But the underwear was still red. Like the torso, the shirt, pants were yellow, the boots were red, and then the cape was red. And
yeah, I definitely heard of Mighty Mouse. I don't think I ever like actually sat down and watched it though.
Yeah, he was known as the Mouse of Tomorrow.
The Mouse of Tomorrow. I could just
like
imagine
how
the announcer.
Superman. Yeah, like how Superman is the Man of Tomorrow or something like that.
So it's just literally like a rip of Superman, but turned into a mouse basically.
I mean something like that. Yeah, like more inspirational.
Yeah, like because it was heavily like influenced by Superman.
Yeah.
Like I wonder like if they considered Mighty Mouse as his pet at one point, or like considered like making him his pet instead of Crypto.
You know what? That would be funny.
Yeah, just imagine that, like, oh yeah, Superman, this awesome dude, can lift planets and freaking box with the gods. He has a pet mouse. But it's not any ordinary pet mouse, it's Mighty Mouse.
It's
man, Crypto is best dog, man. Crypto
was cool though. Y'all remember the show he had on Cartoon Network?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was a really cool show. Crypto, the super dog. Yeah, then they had the Bat Dog.
Ace the Bat Hound.
Yeah, Bat Hound. He was cool too.
Like I remember him being in the show as well.
It was another dog too. It was a female dog. I think she had like a telekinesis or something like that.
I don't know.
Or was it a dog? I think so. Yeah. I forget her name though.
There's also Streaky the Super Cat.
Yeah, I remember Streaky. Streaky was kind of funny. Streaky was cool. Yeah, that show was cool, man. I wouldn't mind if Crypto made it like a return somehow. I don't even know how it would be done, but
if they do that, they'd have to make it good.
Yeah, like I don't think Cartoon Network could do it personally, because most of their reruns, most of their reruns these days are pretty bad.
Mhm.
But
their reimaginations.
I mean, if somebody else did it, that'd be great, but not them.
Their Justice League cartoon I heard is pretty good. Their remake of Justice League.
I didn't know they did a remake.
Yeah, it's called Justice League Action.
Oh, okay.
And it's got like, I'm pretty sure it's got the same voice actors and everything. It's just the graphics look completely different.
Yeah, I had no idea that they did a remake.
what they did with Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go is that like it's the same voice actors, but everything's drawn different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Teen Titans Go though, because the writing in that compared to, like, obviously you could tell it's for the kids these days. Like, you know, it's cool.
Right.
Like, you know, it's somewhat educational, so I don't completely hate it.
Dislike it.
But I don't like it for the fact that they took something I grew up with, which was the original Cartoon Network series of Teen Titans, which was, you know, cool. It was still somewhat educational. It was just like more for, you know, a more mature audience, because it was like the plot points you could get into. But other than that, like, I still feel like that was a good show. You know, you could still learn something from each episode. Like, every episode had a meaning.
All the characters had their own morals.
Exactly, morals and background and ethics. It was better. It was better.
I do want to go back to shows like Chowder and Ed and Eddie just for a second. I think what stood out to me the most about Ed and Eddie is their of course, all their shows, many of the shows have like their fourth wall breaks, but Ed and Eddie just kind of stands out the most towards me, because there would be scenes where the show doesn't have much of a high budget, and they know this. They know this, right? So like, there's this one episode where Eddie offends Rolf, and he challenges him to a duel, and you know they're about to fight with some fish, and then there's like an overcast, there's like weather changes and stuff, and Double D is like, oh no, Rolf's revenge or something has like a surprisingly high budget. Or when Eddie was saying something in French, and then Kevin's like, this show needs subtitles.
Yeah, it was the way they did their fourth wall breaks. It was like always refreshing, because you never really expected it.
Exactly, you never really expected it at all. Dude, I could probably go on about like these fourth wall breaks. Like, I remember I think my favorite one was, so the context here is in this episode, Ed is given money so that way he can go to the candy store and get some fudge for Sarah and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Well, fudge with extra nuts or something. And Eddie, you know, with his selfish self, he was like, bro, you're not even trying to get that. You're trying to get some jawbreakers, man, you know? Like,
gotta get jawbreakers, dog.
And then, yeah, you gotta get jawbreakers. Like, you mean, Ed's like, nope, can do. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, opt to buy Sarah and her persnickety friend fudge with lots of
lots of nuts.
And then Eddie is trying to like, hey, you know, let me hold on that to you. He's like, why? He's like, I need to clean and press that for you, you know? He's like, let me take that for you so you don't damage those poorly drawn fingers.
Yeah, because it's like, you compare that to something like Deadpool. Like, you know what Deadpool is all about, and his thing is that he breaks the fourth wall. So it's like, you expect it from him. So it's like, yeah, like, it's so funny, but it's like, you know, it's expected of his character. That's Deadpool. And then it's like, hey, Eddie, like, you know, most times they don't do that. They go through the show, like, and they seem like oblivious. And then it's like, they'll drop it in here, or drop it in there, like, somewhere. It's like, oh, yeah, this is a cartoon. And it's like, oh, they did it again.
Yeah. Yeah, many of the examples of fourth wall breaks are very, very literal. And that's what I like about it. Like, the sky would literally be falling.
Yeah.
It would crack, and then it would fall. And then... what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I think my favorite kind of fourth wall break in particular. Like, I don't even think it was just like Ed, and Eddie that did this. It was like multiple shows. It's like they'll say something slick, and then they'll just look at the camera, like looking at the audience for a moment. And it's like, yeah, I see what you did there. I like those. Those are kind of cool.
Heck yeah, man. Or when Ed, or they were trying to they wanted to watch a monster movie marathon, and then instead of just like, so Double D brings up like the solution, like an easy solution, like, hey, let's just go to my house and watch the movie, because they've been trying to like go to someone else's house, like Kevin or Rolf, and then Eddie's like, what, and ruin the plot?
Obviously, there has to be a problem, Double D. Jeez.
Yeah. But I like how like the animation style. I don't know if they did this on purpose. That would have been really great if they did. But basically, like the outlines, it would kind of be like out of place. It would move.
Yeah, like
place
jittery.
much. Like it'll jitter pretty much a lot, like all around.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of just like what they had at the time compared to them probably doing it on purpose. Because another show that did that with their characters is Home Videos. If I think that's the right name. It was on Adult Swim, if y'all remember that.
America's Funniest Videos.
No, it was a show on Adult Swim. I think it was Home Videos, and everybody, like, it looked like everybody had on a onesie. And then they had like the sloppy character designs, like the hair will look weird. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up on my phone real quick. Oh, it's Home Movies, not Home Videos. Home Movies. Everybody, everybody looked like they had on a onesie.
That does look familiar.
Yeah, that used to come on Adult Swim when I was younger, and I used to catch it from time to time. Everybody was like designed sloppily. Everybody had the jittery outline as well, and everybody wore a onesie. So,
yeah, these sharp noses, man. You can put donuts on that.
And then some of the characters don't even have a nose. It was poorly drawn, but it was an interesting show. But yeah, I bring that up because, like I said, like I don't know if that was like intentional. I think that was just more so them just doing what they could with what they had.
Yeah.
But I don't know though, because not every show was like that back then. So who knows? Maybe it was.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I know I think Courage was coming out around the same time, and Courage was pretty great with its art.
Yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog had an interesting animation. Interesting characters, too.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very.
Oh my god.
Hey, watch where you're going, you fool.
Nah, I love Courage though. Like I know, like there's been a lot of people that is like, oh yeah, you know, like Courage freaking traumatized me growing up, or Courage, you know, freaking scarred me for life. And it's like, but how? Like I watched the show growing up too, and it wasn't that bad. Like it had its moments, but nothing too crazy where I'm like scarred for life because of it. Courage was a pretty funny show to me.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a pretty funny show. Some of them were creepy. Yeah, like they looked creepy, but they weren't bad. Yeah. Like, I mean, the freaking pig chef, he was kind of creepy, but he did have some funny shit going on, you know?
Yeah. Like even the Mummy episode where he's like, "Oh yeah, return the slab."
Return the slab.
Like I didn't.
Yeah, people always talk about how that episode scared them.
Yeah, it's like that episode in particular. Like I thought the Mummy was cool. I liked his voice. It never creeped me out.
Nah, dude. Return the slab or suffer my
Suffer the mummy's curse.
Oh. Man, screw the mummy.
That would be our response right there. Oh, return the sandwich to the devil. Oh. I'm going to do this. Oh.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad.
Oh man.
That freaking doctor needs to be fired, bro.
The doctor?
Yeah, like. Oh my god.
No, the dude, what was he, a barber? Oh yeah, he had a lot of hair on his head, and it was a mangled, tangled mess. But you know, I had to get a little bit naughty. Like it was always some sort of poem with him.
Naughty.
Naughty.
I had to get in the door. Naughty.
Oh my goodness. No, but a cool episode. See, I got cause I got a freaking at least two, right? So one episode that I found cool was the bunny and the cat episode, and then one of them had the
cat.
Yeah, the cat was trying to get back to the bunny, and then the dogs were holding her captive or something like that, cause she had a dog boyfriend or something like that. And then Carrie tried to help her get away. That episode was really cool to me. I liked that one. And then the other episode I liked was the dodgeball episode, where all the villains are basically in Courage's basement, just pelting him with dodgeballs and torturing him. And then,
wait, the computer, man, that damn computer.
Oh, the computer
had the secrets to the universe, bro.
That computer could probably solve world hunger.
That computer had lots of sass.
Oh man. Sometimes Courage would get fed up and he would smack the computer. It's like, okay, my bad. And then it would give him the answer he's looking for. It's like, yeah, that's right.
I'm so dead.
Yeah.
I do want to mention though.
What's that?
Tom and Jerry, man. Tom
and Jerry. Woo! That was a great show.
Thomas and Jerrington, bro.
Thomas and Jerrington, indeed.
Oh my god, I love that show so much. It is, without a doubt, top tier. That's god tier.
Nah, yeah, I love Tom and Jerry. That's definitely in my top 5.
There.
No, not even voice acting in there. The only voice acting is either the adults, the dog, and then them laughing.
And then the occasional yelps.
Yeah. Ah! You remember that one time when Tom tries to kill Jerry with this mixture concoction and it gave Jerry superpowers instead, and he just beats the brakes off him.
Yeah.
So then he just rips through a book, and then he's about to beat him up, but then the freaking the superpowers just wears off, and then he just gets smaller, and he's grabbing him by the collar, and then he just wipes whatever dust is on him, and then just tries to run away.
Oh my goodness. Nah, what are you about to say?
Real quick, what do you guys think of the new Tom and Jerry movie that's coming out?
I didn't know they were making a new movie.
I thought it was a new series. It's a new film. Honestly,
it
I'm
takes place in the real world.
Huh? Wait.
I'm checking it out.
Where's my phone? I never even heard of this.
Oh yeah, it's a new film. Dude, I'm checking this out. I'm watching it. This looks like a next-gen video game. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I've not watched the trailer, but I will say it looks pretty good. It looks like the original cartoon, but in 3D.
See, I never even heard of that though.
Oh,
I think it comes out this year, actually.
Yeah, it comes out next month.
Next month?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
I just looked it up.
How long they been working on it?
No idea.
Oh,
But it's supposed to come out next month.
They've probably been advertising it on like Cartoon Network or something.
Yeah, but I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I don't watch TV. Like I didn't know there was a Tom and Jerry movie coming out.
I knew about it off of YouTube.
Yeah, I got ad block on YouTube.
Oh, I do too. It was just on an official trailer.
Yeah, but I don't see trailers or anything because I got an ad block.
Yeah, February 26th.
See, that's why I'm out of the loop. Cause...
That's way less than a month.
Yeah, but that's cool though. I'm gonna watch the trailer, and I'm most likely gonna see it.
It's gonna release on HBO Max as well.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I want to see that movie. Tom and Jerry was always a goated show, so I hope they do right by the movie. I wonder what it's even gonna be about.
It looks like they were leaving their hometowns. They went to the Big Apple. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, they're gonna put them in New York.
I guess some big city. I'm not gonna say New York, but it's a big city.
I've never been to the big city before.
I'll check the trailer out after, cause like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. This is our, our first video. I'm gonna behave. But yeah, I think one of my favorite episodes from Tom and Jerry was let me really think about this one. I'm gonna say, oh yeah, alright. So I think one of my favorite episodes was either when Tom was competing with the other cat for the female cat, not on the beach, not the beach.
Yeah.
The other one where she's sitting up in her room and they're trying to serenade her.
Is you in?
Or is you ain't my baby? I love that one. And then the other one, I think that's like a close second for me. Alright, see, I just came up with another. Alright, so I got two more. Close second is probably when Jerry's nephew comes over and Tom puts his hands on his nephew and then Jerry loses it. Or I just said it. Oh yeah. When Tom decided to call the I think they were his cousins. They all had on like a sweater. He called them on the phone to come deal with Jerry for him.
I remember that one too.
Those are great episodes.
Is you in my baby?
Yeah, I think that's definitely my favorite one though, right there. You got this, that.
Dude, I love that song, man.
Oh man, that's great. And then oh yeah, one of y'all mentioned Chowder. Chowder's
Chowder. I did. Animation style was pretty good too. Like the background, like their clothes. Yeah. The animation just moves as they move.
Oh yeah, and then didn't Chowder's clothes like have a texture where like if he moved, like the texture on his clothes would move like the opposite way?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. That was an interesting choice. I like that.
It really was.
No, Chris. Fun fact: I had friends when Chowder was still coming out that thought I sounded like him.
Wait, you had friends? No, I'm just kidding.
That's all you took away from that? Wait a minute, you had friends? No. Oh, but yeah, people used to tell me I sounded like Chowder, like when the show was still airing.
Wait, you sounded like Chowder? I'm so sorry.
Nah, don't be. Before that, it was Mickey Mouse, so that was a little upgrade, I guess. Or not Mickey Mouse, just a mouse in general. My voice was very squeaky.
You sound like a mouse.
Wait.
No. What's up, Chris?
I'm not talking, lady. Pet. I need a pet.
Hey.
Oh, Flapjack.
Flapjack. Wait, before we move on though, y'all got any favorite episodes from Chowder?
Oh boy.
I can't remember any specific episodes, to be honest.
I don't either.
Alright, I got one. My favorite episode was from Chowder was probably the ice cream episode. Where
the ice cream?
Yeah, the ice cream. And then he had what was it, a balloon? That was making him get the ice cream for him. Or wasn't he? It was either he was a balloon or just another like ice cream cone like that was alive.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let
He's
me
like,
look it
oh,
up.
get me more thrice
The
cream.
ice cream man. The
Yeah,
ice
ice
cream
cream man.
He's some fat ice cream dude.
Yeah.
He was like Patrick or something.
Yeah, he's like, oh, get me more thrice cream.
He would fill Chowder's mouth and he would get sick.
Oh,
Nah, you
man.
remember Endive?
Endive. Isn't that the chick?
It was. I forgot whose mom though. It was Panini's mom. Panini had the crush on.
Yeah,
Chowder.
Panini was the chick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember her mom.
No, I remember when Panini was like super excited, super happy, and then Miss Endive was like, are you even listening to what I'm saying? She's like, well, there's this boy, and she's like, stay away from boys.
Stay away.
They will tell you that they love you, so that way when you get married, they will never show up. And I'm like, has someone stood you up before? Is that why you're like this?
Why are you like this?
My favorite line in that show was Rada Rada.
Rada. That's my boy Schnitzel. The honorary black man of the show.
Yeah.
Rada. And then Gorgonzola.
Oh my. that fat dude.
The elephant.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was that?
Yeah, the elephant. All Seth left.
Alright. Yeah, I remember him. He was cool too. I forget his name.
Yeah. I think we should move on to Flapjack.
Flapjack.
Alright.
What I thought was pretty interesting about Flapjack is the fact that a boy lived inside the mouth of a whale.
You know what?
And
Me
then the
too.
whale was more motherly to him than anybody else was, apparently.
Yeah, and the fact that every time they zoomed into someone's face, it was like disturbing amount of like detail.
Hyper realism.
Exactly, it was hyper realistic.
SpongeBob did that too back in the day. They used to have their cuts to the person, and they would be like really hyper realistic. It was like low key disturbing, but still kind of funny.
Yeah, it was hella
Yeah.
disturbing, but it was great.
There was the disturbing cat one that was.
Or Flapjack?
Yeah, hold on. There's a hyper realistic cat one that was just fucking. Or it was very creepy.
Let me see it. Oh yeah, that one was kind of creepy, but nothing too crazy for me. I'm just saying.
That one was the creepiest one I remember.
Like, I don't think anything on Cartoon Network like really like bothered me to the point of being scarred.
Where did you put it at?
He made the podcast chat. It's brand new.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Ooh.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, it's a nice kitty, and then they zoomed in on it, just like that.
When they try to go to kill. Actually, before I get to that, remember Candied Wife?
Candy
Oh my
Wife,
god, yeah.
where the bartender dude.
Yeah, the bartender dude. Dude is low key kind of like creepy, dude.
He was creepy.
Low key? You mean high key?
He had a really weird obsession with candy.
Yeah.
Technically, so did everyone in the show because they were trying to get to Candied Island.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
he married Candy.
He made a wife out of Candy. you can't ignore that.
when they try to find Candied Island, then they found this pirate dude like, would you like a French fry?
Would you like French fry? Oh man.
Wes.
That shit was I feel like Flapjack was low key like Courage in the sense that it had like a creepy aspect to it, but it was still a funny show.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. She just loves precious gems. Yeah, that's the candy wife. Oh my goodness. But yeah, what else? Oh, Danny Phantom. Somebody mentioned that earlier.
Yes, sir.
Dinner Phantom.
Yeah, Danny Phantom is one of those shows that was always like I used to love watching it when it was on TV, and it was one of those shows that always intrigued me because it's like all the ghosts were basically like alive because you know that's how they work. Like you die, become a ghost, right? So it's like for example, Ember, guitar chick, flaming hair, right? You know she died, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but she died in an apartment fire because she was supposed to be on a date, but her date stood her up, so she just went home and basically cried herself to sleep. And something in her apartment caught fire while she was asleep, and she didn't realize it, so she just burned to death in her apartment.
Oof.
I think that's why she had like the flaming hair and the somewhat fire-based powers, other than her guitar. But yeah, so thinking of stuff like that, and it was like, you know, Danny, like I know his whole thing is like, oh yeah, he went into the machine and it just rearranged his molecules, like he's not technically dead, but it's like he still becomes a ghost though. So technically,
like
so technically the machine halfway killed him, but in a beneficial way, because you know he became a hero out of it. Like he got powers and everything. But it's like I like that's how I still look at it. Like, you know, he's not just some kid that got scientifically rearranged on a molecular level, right? Like I feel like he's just half dead. And the show doesn't want to say that because I guess that would be kind of dark. I don't know. I don't know.
I like to think of it in a sense where he has his human form and he has his ghost form where he's alive and dead.
Yeah, because it's like... Yeah. Because it's like he... Basically... Well, yeah. That's just it. Like, in his human form, obviously he's alive. And then in his ghost form, he's dead. So I guess, like, together, he's just... Like I said, he's half dead, basically.
He's alive, but he's dead.
Yeah, because it's like... You basically have to die to be a ghost. Like, that's just how it is. And, I mean... In the show, at least. I don't know. I'm not going to... You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah. I like the show. It's always been very interesting to me. I like, I think my favorite episode is probably... Not so much favorite episode, but probably, like, one of the movies, I guess. It would be, the one with Dark Danny. Or Future Danny. Whatever they call him. Basically, his older self.
Evil Danny? No.
I think they did just call him Dark Danny.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, did y'all see that one?
I believe, yeah. Very vague.
I know everyone played as Danny Phantom in Nicktoons Unite.
Oh yeah, of course.
I never got to. There's always either Chris or Devin. They'd be like, "I got Danny Phantom." I was just like, "Huh."
Oh, okay.
And if Chris didn't get Danny Phantom, If Chris didn't get Danny Phantom, he'd take SpongeBob.
SpongeBob Bros.
Was that your second favorite?
Bro, yes.
So it's like, if I can't get Danny, at least let me play SpongeBob. And it's just like, nah.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. No. Okay.
Oh,
so,
I remember that.
yeah,
Danny. Yeah.
Dark Danny. It's kind of blurry, but you know, that's him.
It looks
So-
fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's. It was from the. Oh, I mean, yeah, Fairly Odd Parents. That was another good show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Art style, I'd say it was pretty solid. Personally, I don't like how they changed the program they were using with the newest episodes or season, I guess. I forget what program they're using now, but I know everything just looks bland.
Yeah.
And, before, it just seemed like everything was more like vibrant and colorful, basically.
Yeah,
Excuse
and
me.
that's what I liked about Fairly Odd Parents is it was more vibrant and colorful than any other. Not like any other cartoon at the time, but it was one of the ones that was very vibrant and colorful.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's like Tom and Jerry, like it was a cool show, great animation. The coloring and everything was like very like classical though. Like they still had their the classic radiance
Got
and all
Thompson,
that.
Jerrington.
You could tell it was an old show basically. This one or yeah, like shows like Danny Phantom and Fairly Odd Parents. They had a newer style of like animating and coloring things, and I just think it looked good. Like they both were really good shows. Both were really well animated.
Yeah. I get you on that. I smell you on that.
You smell me, man? No.
If this was like a
Smell you on
special
that.
or a regular episode, but that time when Timmy had like those remotes that let him go through like different channels, and he would like go
yeah. Because then I remember they made a Need for Speed Speed Racer reference.
Yeah,
They
Speed
made
Racer.
I think it was like Mission Impossible or it was some type of action movie reference.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course they made a huh?
I started a thing for the podcast
A what?
stream.
Oh, okay.
So we
Yeah.
have something in the background.
True.
Triggity true.
Here's some Minecraft gameplay. But yeah. What was I about to say now? Somebody
Action.
Huh?
Action.
You were talking
movie
about.
reference.
Oh yeah. And then they made a reference to Dragon Ball. You know, you had to catch that as a Dragon Ball fan. You know.
I didn't get it. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah, okay. Okay, bro. All right then. Okay. No, I love
Yeah,
it. Like,
Chris didn't get a Dragon Ball rip.
that's something I miss though in like cartoons, like the references they make to other cartoons. I don't think they do that
Yeah.
anymore.
They did that in the Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they did a lot
Gumball.
of,
Yeah, Gumball's one of
animated-
the few exceptions. I love it when cartoons make references to Dragon Ball in particular, or
Teen Titans
specifically.
Go did that too.
Yeah, but we don't talk about Teen Titans Go now. Anyway, nah, but yeah, I gotta acknowledge it. So in Teen Titans Go, like Robin like messed up his hair in such a way to where it looked like
Yeah.
Goku's, and I found it kind of cool, but I was like, no, you guys don't deserve to make that reference. But no, but I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I like Gumball's reference too, because it's just like Gumball just straight up went Super Saiyan 2.
Oh yeah.
It was him. I think it was him and Anais like talking about some guy that was like messing with her or whatever. And he was like, "Let's get this guy!" While I transforming. He's like, "Okay, chill." Oh, and then Gumball also made a Last of Us reference. I know you're a fan of Last of Us, Adrian.
I don't think I caught that one.
You must not. So what happened was it was Gumball, Darwin, and NIE's in the hallway again. They were talking about something, and then Gumball like brought up zombies or whatever, and then he jumped into Darwin's head, and that forced him to like morph into a clicker, basically. They basically like morphed into a clicker. Darwin like really got into it, and the cloud dude, I forgot his name. Yeah, he was chasing the cloud dude down the hallway as the clicker. It was kind of funny.
That's great.
No, but what else? What else y'all want to talk about? Oh, Codename Kids Next Door. Somebody mentioned that briefly.
Me again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another good show. I think for that show, like how early it came out, that show had like pretty good animation to it as well.
Yeah, it did.
And then I just.
Oh my god. Was it number 4? Was it? I forgot. Who was the one with the blonde hair? Was it number 4?
Number 4, yeah.
Yeah, he had blonde hair and he had it spiked up in a parody.
Oh yeah, they also did a Dragon Ball reference. What were they? The canker? No, not the cankers. The delightful children from down the lane.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they played Frieza. Oh,
with 3 heads.
Yeah, 3-headed Frieza, and then number 4 was Goku going Super Saiyan.
And then he just grew like more hair, and then he was just powerless.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, once you make my new transformation, and then he ripped off his hoodie, changed up, and his hair just got bigger. And it's like, what's that, a joke on Super Saiyan 3?
My god. And the acronyms they would always come up with.
Oh yeah, that acronyms are legendary, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm looking at one called Operation Undercover. Unusual new defector eagerly revealing coffee operations final enemy relevance. Or Operation Dogfight, dueling over gooey frankfurters invariably gives Hoagie trouble.
They had some pretty interesting gear and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was. I feel like that show, and then like the kid from Home Alone. Like I feel like those two groups would like come together and do well. just imagine it. But yeah, just imagine like the kid from what was his name? Kevin
from Home Alone.
Yeah, Kevin from Home Alone. Yeah,
Me, Macaulay Culkin? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, Macaulay Culkin. Him and the kids from, Codename Kids Next Door just team it up to take out the the people trying to break in this house or something. That would be an interesting crossover.
That's true.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Alright. So other than that, though, we are pretty much at the hour mark. So I'm gonna say let's wrap it up here.
Okay.
We can wrap it up here. But before that, we should talk about the SpongeBob movie. What is your favorite scene from that movie?
I was gonna say which movie? But
yeah, which movie?
Yeah.
I think didn't we all just watch the first movie?
No,
I've seen all the movies.
The other one. Yeah.
What? Isn't there like only just 2 movies though?
There's
No, it's
3
like
or 4.
yeah. If you include the ones that they had in theaters, and then it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, because they have the specials, which aren't movies.
No.
I can't.
It was there's 3 movies. There's the one that came out around last year. It came out, and then there was the actual first movie in 2000 something.
Yeah.
And then there was the Sponge Out of Water.
Okay, yeah, I looked it up. There's 3 movies. What the hell?
Yeah. So which one are you talking about?
The original, the first one.
So is that the one where they gotta get the crown?
Yeah,
Save the
save the
town,
town,
Mr.
Mr.
Alright,
Krabs.
and then you said the favorite scene.
Favorite scene, I guess. Yeah.
My favorite scene was the very end when they did the rock song.
Mine was the when they're singing "Now That We're Men."
I'm going
Mine
to
Mine's the bar, and they're blowing bubbles. He's like,
Bruh.
"All bubble blowing babies
All
will be beaten
bubble blowing
senseless by
babies will
all
be beaten
patients in the bar."
senseless. in the bar.
Yo.
Bar.
Who did it? And they're like popping on the bubbles, so nobody knows. Maybe it was
Shut up!
My favorite one is the freaking scene when they get the mustaches from some seaweed.
Oh yeah, you
And then they
guys
start-
are men now.
Now that we're men.
I changed my underwear.
We have facial hair. Now that we're men. I changed my underwear. Now that we're men.
We're off to Shell City to save the town and the crowd and Mr. Krabs.
Da-da-da-da.
We never stood a chance when we were kids. No. Take a look at what the Magic Mermaid did. Ha.
That was a good movie in general.
I rewatched it recently with my girlfriend.
As did I.
No wonder you guys are so fresh on the lyrics.
Oh my god.
That's like,
I mean, even before that, I still remember the lyrics.
Well, you
yeah,
know
me
what?
and Chris were swimming one day and we just started singing it.
I thought it was me and Devin.
Well, it was all three of us.
Tres amigos.
The Tres Amigos.
Tres amigos. But yeah. So, if nothing else, now we can wrap it up.
Nah, we're still gonna talk about one more thing. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
Don't
goodness.
forget to wrap it up.
Alright. So yeah. This concludes the first podcast of The Art of Chills. Let's talk about it. I'm the host, Chief Yash, closing off with my boys, Chris and Adrian.
Yo.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys liked today's episode. We'll definitely be doing our best to get you more.
No, we won't.
I'll be doing my best to get you. No, I'm just playing. Chris is playing.
Negative Nancy.
Chris is a knucklehead. But yeah. So yeah, if you like what you see here, you know, tell your friends. Maybe give us a like. Maybe subscribe. That'd be nice.
You like what you hear.
Send us money. No.
Oh my god. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
Don't come back. No, I'm just kidding. Bye.